And so this last example I really like. So she hit a bad drive, and then we're in the rough. And then she hits a bad second shot. She goes, "Oh man, I'm hitting it like crap." And then she goes, "This is going to be a great par." It's like she hit two bad shots. It's going to be it was really going to be a tough par because it's a par four and we're two way far, a third shot's going to be way far. But she just said, "This is going to be a great par." We didn't even end up getting a par, but it was just the whole attitude, that she didn't hold on to those two bad shots. And I think all of us, again, are guilty of holding on to those bad thoughts and the bad things in our head when it's better to turn it around like she did and, come up with it. And then another one, she had she was scrambling a lot and made a par. And I said, "That was a good par." And she said, and you've said this many times, she said, "No, that was a great par." And it's what you said is pat yourself on the back. So, I mean, I thought of you as soon as she said that. I thought, that's what Dr. Matt says. He says, give yourself credit for when you do something, even though maybe it's not a birdie, it's just a good par.
Yeah.
So those are my examples. And again,
Oh.
I related all of them back to things that we had talked about.
Mark, when you were talking about that player where they hit two bad shots, and instead of focusing on the bad shots, she said, "Oh, this is going to be a great par," like giving herself that challenge that's right around the corner. In psychology, we call that training optimism. That's trained optimism. And optimism, a lot of people think of, okay, someone who's very peppy and optimistic versus someone who's pessimistic, the opposite, like a Debbie Downer. "Oh, no, nothing's going to go right. Oh, nah, this sucks," So you have the two polar opposites. Training optimism is someone who can train themselves to hunt for the good stuff. And the Seattle Seahawks, they do this really well. They're a football team in Seattle, Washington, and they kept saying to themselves, "Why not us? What's stopping us?" And so ultimately there's this final championship game, and they're down like 40 points on halftime. They were completely demolished and defeated. And they went into the locker room during halftime. Instead of focusing on being down 40 something points and feeling all deflated and defeated, they told themselves, "This is going to be the greatest comeback in NFL history." Exactly what your player was saying, Mark. This is going to be the greatest comeback in NFL history. Why not us? We can do it. And then they just chanted. Now, did they make the comeback and win? They didn't, but they got really close. They caught up like 30 something points. It was incredible. They put a valiant, a very great effort. They were short of that. Like, they didn't make that par, but they went all in, and they had that mindset of, why not me? Why not us? Why can't we do this? And so I love that example. The other thing that we're pulling on, so that's train optimism, is self-compassion. And, really being able to lean in on the muscle of being kind to yourself. Now, I shared this example a while back, but I'm going to remind you all, there is this Korean soccer player. His name is Ji-sung Park. And Ji-sung Park was the national hero on the Korean soccer team. He was like a god to the country because he was the leading scorer. He took this Korean soccer team onto the international map during the World Cup. And Ji-sung Park got recruited to play for Manchester United, which is a very, very big, large European soccer organization, one of the meccas, like the Tiger Woods team of soccer. And when he went there, he struggled. He completely lost his confidence, and he completely, he was being interviewed by a reporter, and he was about to quit soccer. That's how bad it got. I mean, here's this guy who's like the Tiger Woods of soccer, almost quitting because he couldn't perform the way that he used to. He lost his confidence. And they were asking him, how did you get your confidence back? Because he did. He got it back and he was right back on track. And he said, I hit my rock bottom. There was one game where we're playing at home at Manchester United. And when the team went out, everybody was cheering. The home crowd was like, yeah, let's go, let's go. And as soon as he walked out on the field, everyone booed him. His home team, his own player. I mean, everyone, the whole country was booing him. And he said he hit rock bottom. But the way that he built his confidence back was brick by brick, little by little. So during practice, he would be with a partner, they'd be warming up, and he would kick the ball and pass it to his partner just 20 feet in front of him. It's like making a 1-foot putt. You don't even think about it. He was just passing the ball. And as soon as he passed it to his partner and it went to his feet, he told himself, good job, Jisung. Good job. You did it. See, you know how to pass it. You know how to pass it accurately. You got this. Look, you did it. Good job. And he just, something as basic as making a 1-foot putt, you're saying to yourself, yeah, look, good job. You got it, Zoe. Got it, Ryder. Nice. Okay. And then you make a 2-foot putt. Wow. Okay. That felt really good. Let's do this again. This is fun. Okay. Jisung Park, a world-class soccer player, built his confidence from scratch by complimenting himself little by little. It was honest. It was real. It wasn't cheesy. He wasn't doing it to make fun of himself or saying it because he knew that he had to say it. He really meant it. Like, okay, you still got it. You can pass it. And he didn't look at how easy that task was. He just looked at him performing it successfully, saying, good job. And that's how he built his confidence from scratch. He had nothing. So he built it little by little. So confidence sometimes is not jumping from here to all the way up here and saying, yeah, like screaming it. Sometimes it's very quiet, little by little. Okay, you can do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to try it. And I might fail, but it's okay. I could try again. So I wanted to share that story. One, you inspired me, Mark, from your player. But two, we're talking about confidence here. We're talking about how do you build confidence? And you're talking about a world-class player, regardless of the sport, losing his confidence, which we all do, and his ability to build it right back up.